Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Caffeine and Encrypted, and today we're back with Astro Colony, a game that released in early access a few days ago, and it's one of those typical factory building games, but in space. So let's get right into it. Single player, start game, oxygen consumption yes, enable bot yes. I will leave the other two off, and we won't set a specific seed number, we'll just let the game throw whatever it has on us.
Believing that one planet would be enough for us was wrong. Our colossal ambitions pushed us to leave our homes. Driven by the need of development and achievements, humanity seeks opportunities to discover new worlds and perhaps new dimensions. We are the first colonists, laying the foundation for future generations. It's your turn now. Show your survival skills, unlock technologies, and remember, the galaxy is yours to conquer.
And we shall conquer it. Thank you, little robo friend with a smiley face. Okay, bye people, thank you for leaving us alone. Welcome colonizer, I am A-Bot and I have been programmed to guide you in your learning. Follow my advice and start creating your own Astro colony. Okay? Use... Comment, you are in the way. Use WASD to move, space to jump. With multiple jumps you reach higher places. To toggle jetpack, press X, it will keep you in midair, control the height with Alt and space. So we can fly around and we can stay stable in higher locations. And this little guy will follow us and tell us everything. When you need tips, check the guidebook, open it using the mouse, tab or hotkey G. So pretty much if we hold tab, we get our cursor back and we can actually click on things. Otherwise, without holding it, we just move the camera around. Okay. Well, you want me to open the guidebook? This is the guidebook. To expand your station, you will need to collect some basic resources. Look around the station to find floating asteroids. You need to extract iron and copper. So here we have an asteroid. If you look on the right hand side, it says we will extract ice cubes. So ice cubes are necessary. So let's grab a few of those. It's not what the little robot asked, but we will need those in a minute as well. So we just fly to the asteroid and mine it. What's this one? This one is coal. Let's grab a few of that, carbon, I should say. And you see that we also get basic science, so mining gives us a bunch of basic science. This is copper, and just trying to stay close because they drift away. Let's find an iron one. Are you iron? Yes. Bingo. Now it's time to turn materials into something more sophisticated. Open your inventory and enable handcrafting recipes. You will see how new items are automatically crafted. So we need to make 2 iron bars and 1 copper. When we press I, we get our inventory. Here is our handcrafting. Here we can see all types of resources and we can always see the first 8 up here. So if we want to see, let's say, eggs or omelets, we can move it up here and this will show up. But what we need to do now is we need to go down here on handcraft and we can enable and disable them. So we need to do 2 iron bars. So instead of infinite, I'll select 2. And for copper bars, I'll select 1. So it will craft them and then stop. Obviously, handcrafting is slower and consumes a lot more material, so we don't want to burn all of our resources that way immediately. Now let's deal with the basic need of breathing. You may have noticed that your oxygen level dropped slightly during the first task. Check oxygen meter in the bottom left corner. So down here we have our oxygen and you can see that it actually dropped to probably 1/4. So we will need to replenish that, otherwise we're gonna die. When the level reaches 0, you will get injured and will result causing death. It is therefore extremely important to refill the oxygen as often as possible. Using ice inside the oxygen generator is the quickest way to refill it. Don't mind if I grab this one while you're talking. Some of the asteroids will have both copper and iron or other resources, and if you don't break them fast enough, they are going to break on the surface and you lose the resources. To build your first oxygen generator, you have to discover your first technology. Make sure that you collect enough basic science points by extracting asteroids. When you have at least 2 points, go to the tech tree and unlock the first technology. So let's press T. This is our tech tree. Quite extensive as well. And yes. So this will keep us busy for a little while. Here are the different types of research we have. Basic science. We get it with by extracting asteroids or catching them with the Asteroid Catcher. Manually 100%, automated 20%, and later it's produced in the laboratory. Engineering, chemistry, biology, space science, and high-tech science. If we press this, we can make those visible up here. I like to have them visible so I can plan ahead. And we want to use 2 of them to unlock oxygen. So now this is unlocked because we had the science. I will not unlock anything else just yet. We'll go one thing at a time. I'll try to take it a bit slower on this playthrough and explain things as we go. Okay, build your first oxygen generator using items crafted previously. Select the device on the hotbar. So we have different categories: F1, F2, F3, F4, F6, F7. They're customizable, but by default they have a few predefined buildings. And we want to build the first one, which is oxygen generator. And this needs 2 copper bars. We only have 1 from what we can see here, so let's craft 1 more. Let's open the inventory. 1 copper bar, enable. Beautiful. So this is our platform. We can expand it vertically and outwards as we go. For now, we are going to place things wherever possible, and later we can move them around and optimize them, since it will turn into a lot of automation. Now, let's put an oxygen generator, and I'm going to place it on this corner. So it has 3 inputs. The little thunderbolt, which means this is the input for electricity. The drop, which is the input for water, and then the green arrow, which is an automatic import for resources. So let's go this way. I'll place it over here. And this is built immediately. To release whatever you have in your hand, you press Q. And here you can see the icons again. So water, electricity, import. Okay, so the game wants us to extract 2 pieces of ice. Let's find... that's a planetoid. Nope. Eventually we will get to bring our station to planetoids and actually start mining them. Give me all the carbon. Thank you. Water. What's this? That's another planetoid, another planetoid. That's a lot of planetoids. You have ice. Nice. Perfect. He looks happy. Hurry up, open the device with T and refill the oxygen tank. So we're around halfway, so there is no immediate danger, but yes. So moving up to this, on the right hand side we can see the options. So F to fill it with use ice to refill, E to modify or rotate. So if we press F, it does it automatically. Otherwise, with E we go into the menu. We open the storage, we drag the ice in there, or control click, and this will place it in here. Since we don't have enough oxygen to be full, we can do it again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So now we have full oxygen. Now, this at the moment consumes 1 point of electricity because it's idle, it's not producing anything. And it doesn't have an active research, an active recipe, because we are not feeding it anything. We'll talk about productions and consumption shortly. Electricity is at the heart of many devices. They work as long as there is enough electricity for them in the network. If they cannot produce or consume, they signalize problems with a symbol under symbol. Let's build a carbon reactor. It is the simplest device that uses carbon for electricity production. Yes. So to build it, we need to research it. So we're gonna press T again for technology. And we want to get electricity. There we go, that's unlocked. Got electricity, carbon reactor, and electric cables. So we have our carbon reactor here. I'm going to place it right next to these. Why are you red? Because I don't have enough iron. Okay, so let's go into our inventory. And crafting, make one more. And enable. Good. Now we can craft this. I will place it right next to it for now. And the reason for that is I want to use cables to connect them. So for cables, I will need the copper wires, which I need to handcraft. But as you can see here, we cannot craft them because they are locked. They're locked behind research. So back to technology we go. And we're going to research handcrafting wire, regular wire, and copper wire. And now, let's say we need, how much do we need? So each tile is 1. 1, 2, 3. Let's make 3. So these ones use bars. We don't have any bars, so I will make 3 copper bars. And then 1 bar converts into one of those. So 3 and 1. Obviously we'll need to make a lot more wire as we go, but that's a starting point. Okay. So holding left click lets us drag it across, and that is connected. Opening this inventory, we see that it uses 1 carbon ore to generate 10 pieces of electricity. And we don't have any other recipes for it. So I'm going to give it all the carbon I have, because I don't need it for anything else. And that gets the oxygen generator working. The game is saying, handcraft copper wire, sure. You should have told me that earlier game, but that's okay. So let's select 2 as it requested. Obviously, as an early access game, there are a few things that need to be improved. To provide electricity to your devices, you need... Thank you. You mastered this technology. Many more await to be discovered. So the way this little robo guy works is every time you unlock a new research, he tries to give you some sort of objectives to do with. Now, the next thing we need to do is... Water would be handy, but what I really need at the moment is asteroid catching, so I don't have to go out and chase them. And to build that, it costs 5 iron bars. Do we have enough iron? No, we don't. So I'm going to go mine a couple asteroids and I'll be right back. Okay, so I collected a bit of iron and a bit of other resources, so let's get crafting. So to build the asteroid catcher, we need 5 bars. And looking at the recipes, we use 2 irons for 1 bar. So we're going to make 5 of them and enable it. And then we'll probably need some wire to connect those as well. At this point, we don't have any wire made, I think. How do I see everything? It is... It's not in my inventory. I thought it would be here, but no... Construction? No. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. So the asteroid catcher. As you can see on this side, it has this weird semicircle. That's the direction where the catcher will be. And then we have 1 output, 2 outputs, and power. For now, we try to make the most of our connections, and we don't want to go too crazy with things being too far away. Otherwise, we won't be able to maintain that. So I'm gonna place it right here. And we're going to build some wire. Oh, no. So you can build on higher elevations as well, but that's not what we need here. I just want to connect this. So you consume 2 electricity while active. Our generator can still handle that. And we can have 1 asteroid being attracted and 1 being processed. So this is manual at the moment, so we can go F and target the asteroids we want. So this will give us coal and copper, so left click will summon it to us. We will absorb it into the belly of the beast while they break it apart. And then we can summon a second one, which is like, it's queued. Bravo, you're learning a lot here. Now, progress in colony development. Yes. Yes, RoboFriend, we sell. Let's look at technology. We have smelting, booster, distraction, water, and handcrafting plate. We will go for smelting, so we can convert ores into bars, so we don't have to actually handcraft them. Now, to build a smelter, it will cost us 4 more bars. So let's make 4 more iron bars, enable. And while waiting, let's attract another one. We can only have 1 inside and 1 queued. Later, we can change those into automatic ones. For now, I will only keep a single one, and when we unlock the automatic ones, I will actually make a few of them. So while the bars are being created, let's grab some ice cubes, because I need oxygen. Always remember to refill your oxygen. Perfect. And we are ready for the smelter. Now, we have a little thing we can do here. So red arrow is output, green is input, and this is power. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze this right here. I will extend the power next to it, so let's make 1 more wire and 1 more bar. And then I want to take the things this will collect. So if we look on the inventory, it picked up iron ore, carbon, copper. And shift clicking on resources lets you split the stacks, but control clicking lets you pick them up. Additionally, you can merge them into stacks, sort by resource order, or transfer them to your inventory. Pretty much take everything out. This requires 3 power, this requires 2, so that's an upkeep of 5, and we have another one for our oxygen generator. So we're running at 6. We're still okay. Now I can manually give it the bars, and you will see that it uses 3 iron for 2 bars instead of me using 2 for 1, which is a lot more economical. So I'm going to... No, press the right button. Okay. Apparently doesn't like control click in this case. And gold. And when it has power, it will start producing those. So we can limit how many it makes. For now, I just want it to make them indefinitely. Let's give it some juice. And it has begun. Perfect. Also, it's a lot faster. You happy, little robo friend? Yes, you are. You're smiling. Next, we can go with logistics. So we can start feeding things out of machines and in machines. Let's grab a couple more asteroids. You get over here. And it doesn't really matter how far they are. This will attract them. It will just take a little while for it to get here. And I love the way they made space look in this game. Looks really, really good. So while we wait for that, let's do a little bit of planning. We want logistics, so I'm going to unlock this now. And also, we need the logistic blocks, a blocker, filter, and a pusher. This will tell our conveyor belts, send this resource there, send this resource on the other side, which is something we're going to need. Boosters, distraction, and handcrafting plate are things we will unlock as we go. The things on the bottom line seem to be a lot more tailored around having people and other astronauts, which we're going to use, so we're gonna hold off on those until it's time. Let's grab an asteroid and do a very quick bit of mining before it disappears. Cool. Open this, go here. Control, click, now work. Okay. So I'm gonna take the smelted bars. I will leave the gold bars in here for now. So this has a pretty spacious inventory. And to make conveyor belts, we need... Let's go on the big construction menu. So conveyor belts will be under paths, and we have three variants. We have the regular, the one angling up, and angle down. And to do that, we need... What resources are those? Let me mouse over. Iron plates, which are made with iron bars. Now, to make iron plates, we need to open a resource, which is handcrafting plate. Let's get that. Let's go on our inventory. What I want to do is I want to get conveyor belt going out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4 as a start, and this will feed everything in here. And then I want this to go into a box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be enough. And for a box, we can place it now. So I'm gonna place the box right next to it. Here's our box, has a lot of space. Show conveyor gate inputs and outputs. Oh, cool. You can switch things around. Interesting. I did not know that. So let's make 10 of those iron plate. Make 10 of them for me. Go for it. They take a moment. Okay, and now that those are ready, what I want to do is I want to take the output from the Asteroid Catcher. So let's go find those new blocks we unlocked, the pusher and everything else. So they are under category F4. I'm going to use the blue one, which is a pusher, and I'm going to say, you go over here. And then I'm gonna go back to the conveyor belts. If I use the scroll wheel, you will see on the bottom left it changes to up and down. For now we just want it straight. And this is the direction it will flow. But before I set this up, I will go on resources and say you can only export coal or carbon. We're gonna place a conveyor belt here. Keep in mind, the pusher is a logic thing applied on top of the conveyor belt. It's not a conveyor belt. You still need the conveyor belt. And the reason I do this is to actually automate our power. Oh, we need a few more wires. I did not see that, so make 3 more. And let's quickly see, we don't have anything new here, that's fine. Extend. If we don't want to do it all one at a time, we can just click, drag to this direction, then rotate with R, point into the machine. So this will take every piece of carbon we cut and feed it into our generator. Now from here, I want another pusher. And you are going to give... This is iron ore, so iron, copper, gold. We're not getting any of the other ones, but we also do get ice. And we do want the ice to get out of here. So, That doesn't look like... nope, doesn't look our pusher is working properly. Why not? Yes, push carbon. Let's grab those things out. Is it because there is no other output? Is that why? Okay, I'll have to double check that. But now let's build the remaining conveyor belts on this side to get the forge going. Again, it's the same logic, we want those 3 resources. We want the ores to go into here and from here into the box. Okay, I think I know what went wrong, so let's quickly get destruction so I can pick things up. So I'm gonna click on this, delete. This will go into my inventory. Click on this, delete. Same principle here. Remove, remove, remove. Drag all of this, remove, remove. So I think it has to do with direction. Whatever will come out of here will not be filtered, but you can make it change its direction. So I want this to exit on this belt. Then I want a pusher to push to this direction only the 3 ores that I can actually smelt, while everything else will continue forward. 1, 2, 3. We're going the long way around. Now, this output would probably be a problem, so we could extend outside of this and avoid it. But before I do that, let me just test my theory. So we don't need to go to the second output, one of them is fine. And here I actually have a mistake, it goes straight but it doesn't go into the machine. I'm gonna press Q so I can highlight this object and press R, which will rotate it. Can I remove this floor? Not yet. Item locked because we don't have the necessary research, so you can only remove an item once you know how to make it. Let's make another one over here, and for this one we don't really care for filtering, because they just go into a storage box. Beautiful. I don't have any ore on me, do I? I actually do. Take that, take that. Let's quickly grab a few asteroids. You are the chosen one, and you will be the second chosen one. So let's see if that confirms the theory. So iron is going there. It lets the carbon pass through. Good. Now I could do something tricky and just go over this, which probably is what I will need to do. So let's go this way. This way. Go up. Straight. Need more carbon. Make another 3 of those in 1 wire. Quickly grab more plates. You go there. There you go down. Just look at this. Yep, it has the right ores. Things are going good. Take the extra iron bars. I just need to remember that I'm not taking them from the smelter, I'm actually taking them from the box. And make more wires. Actually make only 2 more and make me 4 more of this. Okay, so as you can see here, we have the ice as well, because we never filter it or send it to another direction. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a pusher on top of this and say, on this side, I want you to push to this direction the carbon, and everything else will head on its normal direction, which is this. And these will go into this machine to generate oxygen for us. So let's craft a few more, 2 more plates, 1 more wire. Perfect. And now our filtering system is working. Let's have a quick look at our power. So at the moment, we're using 6 out of 10. We don't need another generator just yet, but soon we will. I think this is a good spot to wrap up our first episode. We got an asteroid catcher. Let's grab a couple more asteroids while we're talking about that. So we got our asteroid catcher, we got our basic power, we have some oxygen to keep us floating, we have a smelter to make bars, and we have a temporary storage container for the items we produce. Thank you everyone very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. If you have any questions about the game or any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you all on the next one.